Continuing coverage this morning of the oil spill in the Gulf, Congressman Steve Scalise joins us on day 15 now of oil in the Gulf. Congressman, thanks for coming in.
Good to be with you, Jocelyn.
What is the latest this morning?
Well, of course, there's still a lot of things that are being done to try to prevent the oil from coming into our marshlands, from coming into Lake Pontchartrain. It's still just trying to be aggressive in playing defense because we don't want to just sit back and wait for the oil to hit and then go to a cleanup mode. That would be something that would have to be done if the oil hit. But we're trying to prevent it from coming in altogether because it would really dramatically affect our way of life if that oil hits our marshes and comes into Lake Pontchartrain. We need to do everything we can to stop it from doing that.
And BP, I understand, has given St. Tammany Parish a number of booms to put out to protect Lake Pontchartrain. Tell me about that.
Well, this is something that Kevin Davis had come up with an idea last week, and when we had spoken, he had decided he's not going to sit back and just like Billy Nungesser's been doing down in Plaquemines Parish, Jefferson Parish just did the same thing. People are recognizing there's no cavalry that's going to come and protect our marsh. We're the front line of defense, and so I had spoken with him and assured him that we would work to make sure that BP fully reimbursed St. Tammany for the cost of putting that boom out. But I think it's important that we do everything we can to protect the entire Lake Pontchartrain basin as that oil gets closer.
And, you know, speaking of, the big thing here is preventing more oil from spilling into the Gulf, and that's a huge thing. And they're talking about building these big containment boxes we saw last night. Tell me about that.
Well, you know, as all of these efforts are going on to protect the coast, there's still, estimates are at least 5,000 barrels a day. It could be more than that coming out of this well. We need to stop the oil from coming out of this well. That's got to be BP's main issue and concern. But also, we're talking to other people in the industry. I've talked to a number of other oil companies that do drilling in the Gulf of Mexico, that understand the Outer Continental Shelf, and there are a lot of good ideas that have been put on the table. You've seen just a few days ago the idea of putting dispersant immediately at the point of release of oil instead of waiting till it comes to the surface. That seemed to be an idea implemented that's actually helped us be able to contain it better. But now this box that's going to be placed down there that they're building out at Port Fourchon, that's something that is another from all these people sitting around together throwing every idea at the table to say, let's stop the oil from flowing, and then we'll contain it and try to fight it at the marsh area. So
really, what would your main message be? We're being proactive about this?
We are, and the main message is, and this is something that we pressed really hard last Friday when we met with some of President Obama's cabinet secretaries in Robert, Louisiana, is that we know best. Our people that work the marsh, the fishermen, they know best how to protect this area, this not only this marsh, but our way of life. And let us go get the things done that we know we need to do to protect it instead of sitting back and waiting for the oil to actually hit. Give us the tools to go out and be proactive. And that's finally happened. It took too long to get to that point, but now we're finally there. And you're seeing the innovation of the folks that really understand this area the best, that are going out there and protecting the way of life that we all love.
Yeah. All right, Congressman, thank you very much. We do appreciate it. More coming up after the break.